Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. If you're new here, today I am going to be sharing all of my secrets and tips, okay, for this flawless foundation. Finish flawless face, flawless everyday routine, flawless skin, flawless everything, okay? Whatever you want to call it. This is all of my secrets. Like, I am telling you my secrets from prepping until I'm done with my face. And I do this this secret, I guess I do this like every 2 days or so. I don't do it too much and I don't do it too hard because you could hurt yourself, so be very careful, okay? And just make sure that you try it out when you do it. You guys will see what I'm talking about, but when you try it out, just make sure you try it out like somewhere in the bottom right here or on your forehead. I don't know, somewhere where like if something happens you could easily cover up and people won't see it, but I will usually try it right here somewhere. But yeah, this is the drugstore foundation that I use every single day. Even when I go out in events lately, I have been using it. I haven't been using my expensive foundations, and that's because this foundation is great on its own. I don't need to mix it with nothing else. And most of my foundations are mixed with something to make them better, to tweak them and make them work for myself. Just so you know, if I didn't say it in the video already, I do have dry to combo skin, so please keep that in mind. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you really like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that way you could get notified when I upload a video. Okay, you know what I mean. And yeah, this is actually more like a talk through video a little bit more. I know I have been doing a lot of voiceovers. That's just because they're a lot easier to film. But yeah, I love to do talk through. See, that's why I don't do talk throughs, okay? But I do like to talk though. That's the problem. It's just hard when it comes down to editing, to like what I want to put in it and what I don't want to put in it. But let me just go ahead and stop talking and get started with the video, okay? Alright, so then I'm really about to share all of my secrets with you guys. So first things first, this is gonna be like my most flawless everyday makeup that everybody sees me out anywhere. They ask me, oh my god, your face is so flawless, what are you wearing, what do you do to your makeup? This is it. It's all in this video, you guys. So I'm already running out of air and I just started. Okay, so first you're gonna need a little razor like this. This is like one of those cheap razors. This is clean. I just pulled it out of the package, so yeah, you're gonna need one of these. And then you're gonna need your bare face, no makeup, nothing left on it, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this mirror right here, and literally I'm gonna grab the shaver and start. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna shave my face from all of that skin, all the little peach fuzz, everything. The hair does not grow back thick. It grows out back really thin like it is on your face right now, so don't be scared. And if you have like little scabs, like drying pimples or whatever, you could go over them, but just go over them very lightly to take off the little scar or the little crusty part. I do that because then that way you don't see it on my makeup, but sometimes you could bleed out a little bit. So, you know, if you hurt yourself, don't at me, okay? Just don't at me. So I'm gonna start right here on this side. I like to get like my mustache area first, and then I start going in. And then brush this back. If you go really hard on the sideburns areas, then it will grow back thick and you will feel it. But I do it. It's all over good. Alright. So, I mean, if you go like I don't have too much, but you could tell a little bit of the dry skin and peach fuzz. Right there. I don't know if you guys could tell, like it dusted off. But I do that a couple times in between, so then that way I know that it's working. and you could already feel it. Like this side is really soft and this side is like kind of harsh, you know. A little bit between my eyebrows. I do like to do it around my forehead a little bit. Careful to not like shave off your eyebrow. Okay. And just continue doing that. And that's it. And when I'm done, just make sure that everything is like smooth and even, and then I put this back on and save it for another time. I only use it 2 to 3 times and then I throw it away. I don't play with my skin like that. So then let's move on to the next step. Okay, so after you've done them, I'm gonna use this micellar water. This is a totally clean formula, 10.0 I don't know, I'll list it down below, but it's the formula 10.0.6. So totally clean, cleansing micellar water. This is the sensitive formula. They do have like the regular formula, but that one is way too strong for me. So I'm just gonna grab a cotton pad, pour some of the pad, oops, and just to make sure that there's like nothing left behind, I'm gonna go ahead and cleanse that. Pretty much everything, okay? So and voila, that's what you see, okay? Let it dry. Usually if you want to wash your face, you could go ahead and wash your face and do your skincare for the night if you wanted to do it the night before. I do that sometimes when I have an event, but when it's like this, I mean, I'm fine with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize and prime. For lip moisturizer, I'm gonna use this Purellis moisturizer. I really love this brand. I've used it a lot. I have a lot of products from them. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the Purellis moisturizer. I have the sample size because I went to Jane Beauty. So I got one of these. I really love this stuff. I should look at a full size. I know I have like some extension lashes that I was modeled for, but I don't like them. So I'm just gonna let them fall out, and I'm not gonna get them done again. I like to use my fake lashes anyway, and I haven't been able to do that because of these lashes. So yeah, but it'll work for the look because this is like my everyday makeup, and this is the makeup that I do when I go places and events and stuff like that, because this is my go-to, and I know that I will not have no problems with this makeup. So after the moisturizer, I'm gonna go back in and prime with this NYX photo primer, photo loving primer. You guys know I used to love this stuff if you've been watching my other videos. This is comparable to like the Smashbox, I guess. So now that I let my skincare sit in and I did my eyebrows, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my foundation. Now, I have been getting so many questions about what foundation I use, why my face looks so flawless, blah blah blah, you know, all the good stuff that we all want. And it has taken me a long time to figure out what works for me, especially on what my skin likes and what works for my skin, because I have really sensitive skin. So you have to pay attention to that and see what works for your skin, if you're oily or not. But the foundation I love using, it is the matte. This is actually a new foundation. This is the Superstay at Golden Door. I think it's just Golden Door actually. Yeah, this is just the Golden 312 Maybelline foundation. I love this foundation. This is my favorite drugstore foundation at the moment. It claims to be full coverage, up to 24 hours wear, seamless matte finish, breathable and comfortable, fade and transfer resistant, oil free. So all those great things that we love in a foundation, especially if you're oily skin, you're going to love this foundation. Now, I am combo dry skin. I am more dry in these areas for some reason. But still, I still make it work with my foundation. And that is the reason why I moisturize enough. Because this foundation could be very drying and it could crack on me. So if you're very, very dry, I don't think you're going to like this foundation. Or I will recommend to mix it in with your moisturizer. So this is a new foundation that I just bought yesterday because this is my second bottle since I ran out. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this L'Oreal sponge. I already used it yesterday as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pump some on the foundation like that. I mean on the sponge. And just start tapping it everywhere. Like just so it's not all in like one area. And this foundation, like, oh my god. I got so many compliments on it. I even have the stick foundation, which when I ran out, I was able to use that one with a little bit of the lighter, the liquid foundation, because I don't really like stick foundations. But that one worked out so good too. I should have done a word test on that one. But I've talked about this foundation so much. I have a little friend right here visiting us today. So that's going to be right there as the guest of the day. And you can see how great it looks. Like, come on. This would, I don't like to put foundation under my eyes, but this, just on its own, it's amazing. Like, I love this foundation. I wear it when I go out. I wear it pretty much for anything. I rather wear this foundation than a lot of my other foundations, and I have a ton. So, I'm just going to continue with my routine. Not much has changed, but I have been using this medium shape tape, which I'm already almost out of. I'm like scraping the edges on it. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that like so. So usually if I did my eyeshadow first, I like to pull out the concealer more so I could go ahead and clean out the outer corners and then blend that out as well. You see how seamless that blends with that? It's like amazing. Okay, so whatever is left over on the sponge from that, I'm gonna go ahead and tap it on my forehead, around my mouth, just because usually that area gets a little dark when I bronze. So this will help it stay light or highlighted. Okay, so to brighten, because I do like to use two different concealers, I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm gonna use that in the light medium honey. So I'm literally, this has lasted me a lot because I barely use it. Like I literally go, whoop, 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 just like that. That is it. And I focus it more like in the inner area. And I just barely drag it out. As you can tell, a little bit goes a long way. So just a little bit that I put in my inner corner, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just dragging it out, whatever is left over in the sponge, which looks amazing. And that's just the remainders of the concealer. So I'm gonna let that sit for about 2 minutes because I do like to let my concealer sit so it could crease a little bit, and then I'm gonna tap it off, and then you guys will see that. Okay, be right back. So I'm gonna grab my sponge and I'm gonna go ahead and tap away those creases. And then I'm gonna use this Luxie 522 brush, and I'm gonna use my NYX HD powder. Today I'm not gonna bake. I skip this step a lot of times. I'm just gonna go ahead and set that. Usually I bake only for like 2 minutes, but then when I do set after this and brighten my under eye, I do it everywhere where I apply the concealer. Okay. And then with this Real Techniques brush, I'm gonna go ahead and use my favorite Sephora powder that I love. I use it on my channel all the time. I like to load it up and I just tap it. I don't rub it, I tap it. You want to set your foundation, you don't want to move it out of place. You could see how I'm setting my face like everywhere where I apply the foundation, but I really spend a lot of time doing this because I'm blending it at the same time. And I go to town with it, as you can tell. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bronze with my Ellen Tracy bronzer, which I really love. And then I'm gonna use this new angle brush. It's the number 120 by Moda Pro. Looks like this. And this is my bronzer. So as you can tell, I really go ham with the bronzer under the chin, all around the face. I don't play when it comes down to bronzer. I really don't wear blush a lot, but literally you have to contour those burritos and those burgers that you have been eating, okay? Because I do the same thing, so you can see how I really go in with this step as well. And then afterwards, the key is that you go back in with your powder brush, no product added. You just blend it. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my Morphe Brightman Rock fan brush, and I'm gonna go in with the SHAVEy new highlighter. This is in the shade Soulmate. So beautiful. And just a little bit of this bronzer for my nose. And last but not least, I'm just gonna set my eyebrows. And then I like to use the Mario Badescu spray because the foundation is already dry and everything is really matte, so this doesn't make it more matte than it already is. Like, it actually hydrates. So here you go. I know the foundation looked great without setting it, but I really have to do this in order to last. So this is like pretty much the major step. And then here I'm just applying some lipstick by ColourPop and Makeup Shayla. So I'll see you guys in my next video. And please don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below, okay? Let me know what you think and what do you like about my channel and what would you like to see. Thank you so much.